ladies and gentlemen. I am very glad to share that this celebration of dual occasion of our Foundation Day and International Women's Day, it fills me with immense joy and pride to stand before you on this auspicious day as we commemorate our journey of growth, success and empowerment. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished guests, without whose unwavering support and guidance, our achievements would not have been possible. Your presence here today truly honors us and serves as a testament to our collective commitment towards progress and inclusivity. As we celebrate our third Foundation Day, we reflect upon the values and vision that have guided us since our inception. It is time to acknowledge the dedication and hard work of every individual associated with the organization, whose relentless efforts have propelled us forward on this remarkable journey. Today marks the celebration of the remarkable achievements of women around the globe, as well as a reflection on the progress we have made towards gender equality. It's a day to honor the contribution and resilience of women in all spheres of life, including architecture, where their vision, creativity, and expertise have left an indelible mark on our built environment. Furthermore, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the sponsor of today's event, Haryana Marbles, for their generous support and commitment to our cause. As we come together to commemorate the day, I am particularly thrilled to announce that we are handing over the dais to the talented women architects of our chapter. Today is their event, and we are privileged to witness their prowess and dedication firsthand. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for gracing this occasion with your presence. Together, let us celebrate the spirit of International Women's Day and the remarkable journey of IIA J&K Chapter.
I feel extremely honored to read a note on behalf of architect Rajkumar Nayak, chairperson of IIA Women Empowerment Committee, in his absence. He says, "Dear architects of J&K Chapter, it is really great to witness the congregation of this wonderful occasion of International Women's Day to celebrate the event. I am aware of the sequel of events planned out by our chapter in the forthcoming days. My heartiest congratulations to Chapter Chairman IIA, Mr. Vikas Dubey, and Team IIA J&K for the noble initiative. Inspire, include, empower, and encourage the women architects pan-India to acknowledge their respective endeavors within as well as outside the profession, as well as honor them for their unique contribution to the society. I, Architect Rajkumar Nayak, Chairperson IIA Women Empowerment Committee, extend my best wishes to you all and look forward towards your active participation in the IIA State and National Forum."
Now, I would like to request Architect Sandeep Tharmam to come upon the stage to deliver a presentation on the topic, Role of
Architect of their houses, their workspaces. They are architects, they are creators, they are organizers, they are leaders, they are multitaskers. We are celebrating their resilience, creativity, leadership of women architects around the world. सितरी की शक्ति में बसा है वह बारिश की बूंदें, वह सूर्य की किरणें। सितरी की शक्ति में बसी है दैत्य का अरमान, संघर्ष में वह बलिदान और सहनशीलता। हर रोज नए रंग में उसकी खुशियाँ, उसकी विशेषता, संपन्न साहस और सम्मान की उसकी छाया सबको बांधती है वो अपने प्यार और निष्ठा के भाव से। सितरी के महत्व रखते हैं, उसके बिना जीवन की रूपरेखा अधूरी है। Without women, the world is incomplete. And thanks to all the women who are here. They are really a great architects. Architect of a life, not only the houses and buildings. पुरानी टाइम से चलता आ रहा है कि वुमेन्स कोई फ्रिजाइल नहीं है, वो शक्ति है. So the role of architecture from ancient time to contemporary era, women have left a significant mark on architecture despite facing structurally and social obstacles. अगर हम ancient civilization की बात करें तो this is the Hinduan who challenged gender conventions to leave their mark in architecture or record it. She was a poetess and poetess and stand out for the participations in temple constructions. And Espressa, everyone knows that Greek is the period where the knowledge and all things were built there. So this is the Espressa who recognized for her intelligence, challenged gender, boundaries were influencing architecture and philosophy. And this Sofera, she's the one who is she's a Swiss artist and designer. She's the one who started the combinations of figures, geometrical figures. She starts abstract and geometrical art.
Thank you. So, what did Zaha Hadid study? The first thought that comes to her mind that it must be architecture, right? Well, she did a mathematics course first, but like that, she switched to architecture. Isn't that what architects really do? Switching and not being afraid, making bold choices. And a woman is that. She's always been a rebel. In a man's world, she is always outshone. So his degree from Architecture Association in London, a very prestigious college. So after graduating from there, she worked with an exemplary architect, the Dutch architect Rem Koolhaas, in the Metropolitan Architecture Office. After that, she opened a practice of her own, which we all now know as Zaha Hadid Architects. Life has not been that simple for Zaha, even though she was very confident, very creative. And why is that? Mathematics had a role in that. She was inclined towards geometry. She wanted to challenge the norms. The first project that won her glory was the Peak. Probably not many of us know about it because the drawings, so many of my drawings are floated on the internet and were part of a world exhibition. This Peak, it was too dramatic, too intense, and probably scared everyone. The engineers, the contractors, and all the stakeholders there. Why? It was to be made on a man-made granite mountain. And what did Zaha propose? She proposed large beams like shards, and it would have been gravity-defying and probably really scary. After this Peak, after winning this competition, she won many competitions after this. But sadly or unfortunately, she was not able to realize those projects. After that, she was known as the paper architect. The paper architect, as her drawings, her plans are exemplary, but they cannot be created. They cannot be made. So, unbuildable design. Hadid. We've all known about her through her design language. I'll just quickly run through the projects. You can later search them and then be inspired. One is Ella and Edith Broad Art Museum, East Lansing, Michigan. Over here, what single thing that was said about her design was that it was frozen in motion. It's near Moscow, Russia. There is a very interesting conversation about it. The client told her that when I wake up in the morning, I want to see the sky. And Zaha said,
your practice?
well, I would say that being an architect is not an easy job. We have chosen the toughest profession. The degree in itself is tough, but the most challenging part is when you pass out from college. There is so much confusion that you face. You don't really know how to go about with your future. You join a firm, you realize that you want to continue maybe as an employee, or maybe you want to open your practice after a few years. The most difficult task is to achieve that first project. When you get that first project and you showcase your talent and your efficiency, then it's not that tough. But being a woman, there are a few challenges you face that are a little extra. Like the transition after a marriage, like you change the area, you change the space, you change the people, everything changes around you. So to keep going at that, and when you give birth to a child, that is also a difficult phase. And we are able to understand how to balance our work and personal life. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'd like to ask the next question to Archana ma'am. Architecture can influence the built environment.
Women in architecture should be more. It is not right at the moment. It should be more because challenges for us, as Geeta said, they are very prominent challenges. So I think we design our homes. So homemakers we are. We are by birth we are homemakers. From the time we just gain our conscience, our mothers tell us that you have to go to another house, you have to shape that house, isn't it? So we are grown. See, if you have a 15-year-old male person, so he is still a child, but a woman is grown up, even at 10 when she is 10-year-old. So we know that we can shape the future better. And if we are in architecture, so we can see the what we can say that while we are designing, so we can communicate better. So we have women clients; they can't say what they can tell us as women architects. They can't tell the male architects. They can't convince them because they said that we want kitchen like this, we want drawing room like this. And the male architects, I am sorry, but they might make fun of them. That they are more, what you call it, nagging, you can say. So if we have women as architects, they can communicate with homemakers better. If you have a women client, so and then they can shape it better because while we are home, even if we are lay women rather, if you are not these architects also, but still you can see women can shape. All women are interior designers, I think, and all women are architects also.
आपने दो अच्छी बातें की हैं. पहली बात, इमारत तो सब बना लेते हैं, उसे घर एक औरत ही बना सकती है. और दूसरा, एक औरत को औरत ही खुश कर सकती है.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, Snehal, for the good talk you shared. My next question is to you, Manu ma'am. Being in education, how do you motivate your female students to excel in the field of architecture?
Yes, as we already told, we choose a tough branch with many of the challenges are there. And being an educator, being a faculty over there, being a mentor to a student, I always tell my female students moreover to everyone that if you have a skill, then sky's the limit. You can do anything. Even if you don't want to go to the site, even then you can do wonders in architecture. Just you know what you are doing. You should be better with your field. If you are good in that, I believe nobody can stop you from there. So this way I really motivate because I keep on giving them example about myself. As we thought, then we are mother, then we are again other relations are also there, bhabhi and all that, this and that. सबको बैलेंस करके चलना एक फीमेल के लिए इट्स अ चैलेंज. एंड मतलब मैं नहीं कहूँगी, हाँ मतलब मेरा पर्सनली मानना है कि लोग तो कई एग्जाम्पल्स देते हैं, मैं तो कहती हूँ मेल एंड फीमेल दोनों टांगे, एक टांग भी खिसकेगी तो लड़खड़ाओगे, तो दोनों बैलेंस में चलेंगी तो इट विल बी नाइस. तो फीमेल स्टूडेंट्स अगर ये अपने आप को समझ रहे हैं कि वो खुद में कुछ नहीं है, तो ऐसे कि पहले अपनी रिस्पेक्ट करो, अपने आप को रिकग्नाइज करो. अगर आप समझ रहे हो कि आप कर सकते हो, देन स्काई इज द लिमिट. इफ यू हैव स्किल यू कैन डू इट. सो अपनी एग्जाम्पल देकर ही आई कीप ऑन मोटिवेटिंग दैम, आई कीप ऑन गिविंग दैम मेनी अदर एग्जाम्पल्स कि हम लोग होम मेकर होते हुए भी वी नेवर गेट दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग कि अगर आर्किटेक्चर किया है तो कुछ नहीं कर रहे. वी कीप ऑन डूइंग द वर्क. सो दिस वे it's like you can do anything if you have skill. That is my conclusion to the students.
Or movements towards gender equality within architecture fraternity throughout your career?
Yes, there has been a lot of difference. The fact that these differences have taken place in different regions and different contexts, in different levels. And as far as the participation of women in the curriculum of architecture or in the schools of architecture, when we were in college, there were 25 to 30% girls. Now they are nearly 50 to 60% girls in a class. Organizations have also worked towards making society and the architectural fraternity more inclusive, in the sense that COA has got a special agenda to address women issues in architecture. The IIA is doing a good job, especially here in Jammu. I see after architect Vikas Dubey has taken over as chairman, people have been coming more. Earlier प्रोडक्ट्स हैं तो उसके बाद क्या आपकी ज़रूरत है. So that kind of mindset is there, which I now visibly see now also is there. But I must say that the floodgates have opened up. So not many people, your participation or non-participation will not stop anything. And additionally, we have now special architect awards for ladies, as like BADE awards for their recognition. Organizations have become more friendly all over India. Sorry to state, North is not that much acceptable. Well, in big cities, as I was told when I was working in SMBDU, that when there are men, how a lady will lead a department. When I went to South, from civil engineering to architecture, all departments have head up to department ladies. And I went to head a department of architecture in Bangalore. So it is not a matter of who you are. You are an architect whether you're a woman or a man. Capability comes from yourself, not being the gender you belong to. And there's a very interesting thing while I was doing my PhD in SPA. One day I go and I meet my guide. So he said, Arshia ma'am, आइए सबसे पहले आप उनको दिखाओ कि we have become pink. The fact that our BEM department, such an old department, never had a women's toilet. So they had opened a women's toilet, and that was something to share about. So like this, they are organizations which are giving flexibility. They are people who are now trying to understand why a women's career has so many breaks. Because sometimes some priorities overtake their professional responsibilities. So we need to understand that, and in your entire life you will meet different kind of people and different scenarios. But as I see today, girls or ladies running their own architecture practice. While we were in college, there were a lot of discussions when we want to start practice. So there was one agenda that was very clear that okay, I will get married to an architect, she will run the office, I will get the clients, and I will go to the site. Now I have my classmates, juniors and seniors, especially in Bombay. They are running one firm, husband-wife. And wife's projects, the husband does not interfere, and the husband's project, wife does not interfere. So the things are changing and have changed, and we look forward to the kind of, as I see this particular board, which tells you International Women's Day first, and then the third Foundation Day. So this is a change which is coming in, and we're looking for better inclusiveness and better acceptability in the profession. Thank you so much.
Initiative of Gobe Saab that he has included us in this panel, but
Yes,
otherwise till now there was no inclusiveness. So it is a welcome step, but I think more of women at least should have come today, but I think there is hardly any gathering today. Otherwise normally we see lots of people in the gatherings, but no, today there is such sparsely populated, we can say. So we would like to have more people in future, more women architects rather, because we are 50-50 I guess now. So many youngsters are there, ladies in the profession, but still there is not much presence. So we have to mark our presence. I have made a leap this time, and I expect everybody else to follow.
Yeah, applause goes to our chairman, architect Vikas Dubey sir, for the initiative. Coming to you, Arshia, architect, how do you manage all these roles?
It is very difficult. Lately I have taken a break. Since I think 1.5 years I have taken a break. But it was a lot of running around. When I was, firstly I was in office as well as I used to teach also. But later I got married. After 2 years I left the office. But I stuck to the education part because I am passionate about teaching, so I stuck to that. So after having children, again my priorities changed. My world turned 360 degrees, but it was my priority that I wanted to concentrate on my children first, and that too I have 2 girl children, so I had to concentrate on them. But I tried to keep a balance between home, children and my education part. So for 30 years I imparted architectural education. Now I am slightly chilling out, but it is very difficult. So you do have hardly, I think, 6 hours sleep at night when you have to manage all the things. But in that case, I want to, in fact, request all the men for helping out females. Because in other professions also, when you are in the corporate world, so all the females, they come, men also go at 8 in the morning and come at 8 or 9 in the evening. But they work together then after that. So it is not for the women only to take care of the household. So everybody has to participate so that women can also, it is not always that men are free to go anywhere, but women have to take care of so many things. So men should also cooperate in that case. And you youngsters, you are doing very good, especially Sandeep ma'am, Manu ma'am. And these are my inspiration. These two are my inspiration. Yeah, really. Because I saw them working so hard every time. No female came, and they used to come every day. So that inspired me that I should also follow. Now I am doing absolutely nothing. I am pursuing I have passion for writing. I am pursuing that, but other than that, I am absolutely free. So I told them, my services are at your disposal. You can have me anytime, anywhere. So I am free to do anything. So I appreciate the efforts of you youngsters who are taking such pain to take the legacy of women forward. So you should keep it up because it is your world now. So you should keep it up.
Now we can say as Sandeep, me to we. So we are moving towards me to we now. Thank you so much.
Others should also take inspiration. So I was expecting a crowd here, especially women architects, but nobody turned up.
But we should say the people are there, and I believe that in next upcoming events, more of them will come.
So that everybody comes. We have senior ma'ams also, Anita Samuel ma'am, and so many other seniors. So they should also come and inspire these youngsters who are doing a lot in this field. So thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'd like to ma'am. Ma'am, what strategies do you propose to facilitate the transition of female architecture students into successful architectural practices?
College, a lot of toppers are women, females, and a lot of participation comes from females. What happens after those 5 years are completed? Do we see a lot of successful architectural practices run by women? No, we don't. We can name the ones we know. There are that few. So there needs to be certain strategies that we can apply that would make sure that the transition is smooth. First of all, the confusion I talked about when you pass out from college, that has to be dealt with. So for that, we can all contribute together. Collaborative process needs to be there. The college should also encourage introducing mentors for the students, for the final year students, so that there is a smooth transitioning from being a student to being a practicing architect. Very few who participate in design competitions. So it's really important that we motivate the students, be it men or women. We should motivate them to participate so they get the grasp of the depth of architecture. What is the architectural process? So that has to be taught, and it's better it's taught in college. Because once we come out of college, we realize architecture is a completely different ballgame. We have no idea. We're all clueless. So that's important. Other than that, we should also celebrate successful stories of women architects.
Going through the profession and whether it was practice or whether it was teaching, I did have a lot of people, classmates, friends, men in life.
Thank you so much for being there for us on Women's Day. Thank you.
We are thrilled to celebrate the incredible achievements of women architects tonight. Let's toast to their talent, innovation and impact on our profession. Here's to brighter and more inclusive futures in architects. Cheers to today's night. Applause. Good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed architects and fellow enthusiasts. Today, we as in Haryana Marble, we are celebrating Women's International Day tonight.
As we are gathered here today to celebrate International Women's Day, it's my honor to address this esteemed gathering on behalf of our organization. Today, we acknowledge and celebrate the invaluable contribution of the women in the field of architecture. From groundbreaking designs to innovative solutions, women architects have continuously pushed the boundaries of creativity and excellence. Their talent and dedication have left an incredible mark on our profession, inspiring us all to reach greater heights. As a sponsor, we recognize the importance of diversity and inclusion in architecture. We understand that by embarrassing and empowering women in our industry, we enrich our collective creativity and drive innovative forward. Today, let us reaffirm our commitment to support and championing women architects. Let us create an environment where every voice is heard, every idea is valued, and every talent is nurtured. On this International Women's Day, let us celebrate this achievement of women in architecture and recommit ourselves in building a more inclusive and equitable future for all. Now, I'm going to show you a presentation of Haryana marble. This is the overview of Haryana marble. We are established in 2002. Haryana marble is a unit of Floor Point Trading Private Limited, and it's the largest trader of natural stone and ceramic tiles in J&K. We have supplied over 250 million square feet of marble and granite across the state, making it a top supplier in India. We offer exotic granites, ceramic tiles, imported marble, limestone sourced from the world's finest quarries. We have 4 quarters: Hisar, Leh, Srinagar, and Jammu. We are in this industry from last 22 years, and we are expertise in what we are doing today. We have 4 branches, as I mentioned before: Hisar, Leh, Jammu, and Srinagar. We have 1,572 plus tile designs, and we have 50 plus employees in these 4 locations, and we have 236 plus granite colors and imported marbles. We have completed over approximately 5,648 plus projects. These are our proud distributors, which includes Amsar, Hansgrohe, Hewlett, Geberit, Toto, and Stiebel. We are expertise in natural stones, tiles and marbles, granites, plumbing and sanitary ware. Stone, cobbles, pebbles, and we have CNC products in tiles, which have precision cut and engraved design. All the parts in stones, and we have multiple designs in this one. We are experts suppliers of quartz stones. We have elegant and durable designs and versatile applications. We have more designs and more brands. We are 6,000. We have employees of 50 plus in all 4 locations, and then we have completed projects approximately 5,000, and then canals. We always have a stock of 24 plus crore all the time. We offer customization. We provide all the unique, say like women in men, and our office more women, and then we are I would like to call Mr. Pradeep.
कि हम आपके इसको होस्ट करें। सबका इनिशिएटिव था, अदरवाइज हम तो कभी किसी इस टाइप के प्रोग्राम में पार्टिसिपेट किया ही नहीं है। आप लोग मैं ऐसे बेसिकली पिछले 3-4 साल से हम प्रेजेंट आपकी सिटी में, शायद चेहरे देखे हुए हैं, सब लोग अच्छे से हम जानते भी नहीं है। मैं ज़्यादा श्रीनगर ब्रांच को ही देखता हूँ, बट बड़ा अच्छा लगा कि ये इतना अच्छा इनिशिएटिव लिया है सर लोगों ने, विकास दुबे सर ने और बाकी सीनियर आर्किटेक्ट जो भी अवेलेबल हैं यहाँ। हम लोग सर थोड़ी सी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि एक अच्छे प्रोडक्ट जो है ना प्रोवाइड कराएं आप लोगों के पास। वुलियट प्लम्बिंग में पीपी पाइप, जो कि J&K में बहुत कम पॉपुलरिटी है। अभी पंजाब और हरियाणा में देखेंगे तो पॉलीप्रोपिलीन जो ड्रेनेज पाइप है ना सर, वो काफ़ी पॉपुलर है। बट अपने यहाँ अभी बहुत कम, मुझे लगता है 5.5% यूज कर रहे होंगे हम पॉलीप्रोपिलीन को, जो कि फ्यूचर प्रोडक्ट है। तो लाइक दैट सम जर्मन ब्रांड जो कि अपनी इंडस्ट्री के काफ़ी मिसिंग थे अपनी यहाँ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में, जिनको हम लेके आए, काफ़ी अच्छी पोर्टफोलियो है हमारे पास। लाइक फुलियट पाइप का मैंने एग्जांपल दिया, उसके बाद प्लम्बिंग पाइप में हमारे पास कैनथर्म है। कैनथर्म ऑल्सो एक जर्मन प्रोडक्ट है, काफ़ी उनका जैसे हम काईटेक यूज करते हैं ना कंपोजिट पाइप, उसका मतलब कंपैरिजन कुछ नहीं है, दोनों ब्रांड काफ़ी टॉप नॉच ब्रांड है कैनथर्म। आप लोग एक्सप्लोर भी करें, उसको देखें। और हम लोग अब एक इनिशिएटिव ले रहे हैं कि हम नया शोरूम हमारा एक्सटेंड करके लेके जा रहे हैं यहाँ, तो उसके अंदर हम एक लाइव वर्कशॉप रखेंगे, क्योंकि प्लम्बिंग लाइन है ना, हमारी लाइन में नर्व्स होती हैं बिल्डिंग्स की, और जिसके ऊपर मेरा 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है कि कॉस्ट टोटल आती है 1.5 से 2%, लेकिन वो 2% कॉस्ट इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट होती है जो पूरी बिल्डिंग के सिस्टम को मेंटेन रखती है।
I request a huge round of applause, everyone. I am architect Angelica Ajrawat. I am an alumni of Shri Mata Vaishno Devi University. I have graduated in the batch 2018. First of all, happy Women's Day to everyone, to all the women here and all the people who are supporting women in all the work we are doing today. To an evening full of prosperity, growth and recognition, I would like to put a light on the two, on femininity in architecture and design. So we'll be talking about femininity as aesthetics in practice. So the first base about femininity in architecture and design is the balance we create. First of all, every work we do, it needs a balance in everything we do. In femininity, the balance we want to create here is through our design, the aesthetics we follow, the principles we use, and all the design should have a balance, a harmony and togetherness in it. The balance can be created through materials, through aesthetics, through design, language. Like we have been studying about the Jungian theory from a long time. We need to study this in the balance we want to create in terms of feminism as well. In every work we do, we need to put together brain and heart in a balanced way. So in the similar way, if we want to design everything, we have to put it together with masculinity and feminism together in a balanced way. So what do you think about the coldest and the most rugged material available on earth? It is referred to as smooth as silk. So while the Dow and those designs are always appreciated, because the smoothness of concrete which is used in that design is always that brings the best out of it. And the basic aspect in that design is smoothness. And smoothness is one basic principle of feminism. Smooth and always graceful. Femininity in its physical form. Feminism and versus masculine. So what do you think of these two designs which are on the screen right now, which depicts the feminine design and one depicts the masculine design? So the flowy one is always referred to as a feminine design. But you will be surprised to know of the architects of these designers are as follows. The architect which designed this flowy and feminine kind of design is Eero Saarinen, and the architect which designed the other building is a female. So the feminine and masculine aspects can come through a male and a female equally. It's nothing that a man can follow a masculine design and a female can follow a feminine design.
We need to bring this balance in our designs to bring the best out of all the projects we do, which we follow and which we work on.
Congratulate everyone present out here on the occasion of International Women's Day and IIA J&K Chapter's third Foundation Day. And now I introduce myself to you further. I did my architecture long ago in 1999, and after a very short stint, I quit architecture and switched to MBA. I did my MBA, then moved to telecom sector, and very long career with telecom sector. Then I moved to Ministry of Women and Child Development. I did work on gender-based violence. After that, I moved to National Rural Livelihoods Mission. Now I'm working for the livelihood creation and generation for the rural women. Thank you everyone. Thanks.
Oblique Gondotra. Right now after marriage, Biking Gondotra. So I'm an architect planner from SPA. I have working from last 20 years. In my 20 years career, my fields are very different. Everybody says कि भाई काम करना चाहिए या पहले शादी हो गई या क्या हो गया, ठीक है. I have worked with Sir Chip sir. I have worked with this B.V. Sharma sir. I have worked with Harvinder sir. तो अब इनके साथ तो मैंने अपना घर बनाने के टाइम काम किया. पहले मैंने काम किया इसके लिए ये जो हमारा बाहुबला था, फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट was mine. Then I worked for this SMVTU. We designed it, but I never visited it. वही बात है ना, साइट पे नहीं जाती हैं लड़कियाँ. After marriage, I joined international companies. The highway you are moving on from Pathankot to Chennai Nashville, I worked on that. I was designer in Chennai Nashville tunnel. The parking, you people are parking your vehicles in a multi-story parking here in Jammu. I was one of the designer in that. I have worked in various fields. So I will say कि architect को काम करना चाहिए, various fields देख के करना चाहिए, सब fields में करना चाहिए. कोई भी ये नहीं है कि building बनानी है, ये बनाना है. But जो field आ जाए सामने पकड़ लो और have a diversified experience. और उसके बाद अपनी प्रैक्टिस शुरू करो. Then you will get a good experience to start with your career. And women can go anywhere. There's no, it's only a mindset कि women ये नहीं कर सकती, women जब सोचे जब मैं बच्चा पाल सकती हूँ, मैं घर संभाल सकती हूँ.
In January. So now we have our winners and also the entries for the set competition have been displayed at my left. Winners with their respective prizes. For the first prize, we have Snehal Goel. Give a big round of applause to her.
Congratulations!
I'd like to call upon the stage Nancy Rajput. Congratulations, Mansoor. Next.
As we conclude our celebration, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and everyone present here. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to all the speakers, performers and participants, and those who accompanied us and made this day possible. And I think that such days will commemorate every year now, because a legacy has been started, a trend has been set. Now we have to, this is our Foundation Women's Day. This year we are celebrating it for the first time at IIA. So we have to make it happen every year now. So a special thank you goes to our organizing committee and volunteers who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that today's event ran smoothly. I also want to thank our sponsors for their generous support. But last but not the least, I want to thank all the women who enrich our lives every day. with their strength, resilience and compassion. And sorry once again if I annoyed anybody with my comments, so please pardon me for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody is requested to please be there, and also please don't forget to bring your yoga mats.
आज हमारे इंटरनेशनल वुमेन डेज़ के जो सीरीज़ ऑफ हम इवेंट्स कर रहे हैं उसका ये दूसरा इवेंट था। कल 8 मार्च को हमने शुरू किया था वुमेन डे सेलिब्रेशन। तो वुमेन्स के साथ हमने सेलिब्रेट किया था, उनको साथ लंच किया, सेलिब्रेट किया। और आज यहाँ पर टेक्निकल सेशंस हुए, कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वुमेन इन आर्किटेक्चर के ऊपर बात हुई। तो जम्मू की जो लोकल आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं उन्होंने बढ़ चढ़ के इसमें हिस्सा लिया, जिसमें प्रेजेंटेशंस हुई, पैनल डिस्कशंस हुई, आगे कैसे लेके चलना है, वुमेन की कंट्रीब्यूशन कैसे बढ़ानी है आर्किटेक्चर में, और स्पेशली इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आर्किटेक्ट्स में उनकी गवर्नेंस में उनको क्या रोल देना है। जम्मू की जो लोकल आर्किटेक्ट्स, वुमेन आर्किटेक्ट्स रादर आई वुड से, जो हैं उनकी पार्टिसिपेशन कैसे बढ़ानी है। जैसे जम्मू में 100+ आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं, वुमेन आर्किटेक्ट्स। तो आज प्रेजेंस तकरीबन 25 ही थी उनकी तकरीबन। तो हम चाहते हैं कि ये और बढ़े, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कैसे बढ़ानी है, इसी के ऊपर काम करना है। बिकॉज वुमेन आर द रियल बिल्डर्स ऑफ सोसाइटी। तो हम चाहते हैं ये और बढ़े। इसी के कंटिन्यूशन में सुबह हम एक योगा सेशन कर रहे हैं त्रिकुटा नगर RBI मेन पार्क है, जो RBI क्वार्टर्स के साथ, वहाँ पर हम चाहते हैं वहाँ मैक्सिमम लोग आएँ, स्पेशली वुमेन आर्किटेक्ट आएँ, मेल आर्किटेक्ट्स भी आएँ और इस प्रोग्राम को बढ़ चढ़ के कामयाब बनाएं और इसका हिस्सा बने और लोगों को भी इसका हिस्सा बनाएं। थैंक यू।